Um, we've talked about this a lot on the show. What are we all going to do around Halloween? And obviously, the municipal and city rules around whether or not trick-or-treating is allowed is different from place to place. But assuming that Halloween is still on where you live, a lot of people are wondering, how can I do this safely? How can I make it fun for the kids? How can I make it memorable in this era of COVID-19? And so we scoured the internet and found some really good suggestions and options for people if, in fact, they are going to try to make trick-or-treating something in their neighborhood. And so we want to share a few of these with you. There was a man in British Columbia who came up with a touchless candy shoot. In his neighborhood. He wanted to make something special for his grandkids. It's really, really cute. It shoots out pretty darn quick. So you gotta be careful. You gotta put your bag underneath it. And the press really liked this as well. He's on the second floor of his house, and that's safe for the kids, but also for the grandparents as well. Now, there's a man in New York who took the candy shoot to the next level with a Beetlejuice sandworm candy shoot. Yes, this guy, not surprisingly, is a professional puppet maker for Broadway. It's all controlled, again, from the second floor. It even looks good in the daytime as well. If you have little kids who may be scared of this, you might want to shy away from this house, but it's certainly memorable. Ziplining candy is another way to get
that's fun. I haven't seen this one
yet. Yeah, it puts on a ghost, and then the ghost shoots back up, and you do this person to person. Now, you can also pivot this particular move and zipline beer to people.
Oh. Yeah,
right.
you see
so
this with
is a different
parents,
type of treat.
Yeah, I think Kelsey was telling me one year in their neighborhood, they had there was a cooler set up at some of the houses so the parents could have a glass of wine along with the children having their candy.
We've had that in our neighborhood.
Whenever I've taken the kids out, I've made sure that we do like a butterfly move around the neighborhood where my house is the midpoint so that I can refill my roadie. And that's what makes Halloween. Interestingly, one thing that we didn't see in that video, though, is because you ask yourself, how do they get the ghost back up? Do they have to manually pull it? The man had figured out a way to use a hand drill as a way to turn it really quick, to bring it back. So it's actually quite genius. Anyway, a lot of options out there if, in fact, you are going to go down the trick-or-treating route. And we just showed you some.
That's so great.
I love that.
Hand drill.
Yeah.
Wow, creativity.
Now, before we go, I did want to let you know, I want to let you know that I have taken Anne-Marie's brilliant idea, totally lifted it for myself as well. And I have a big sign I'm going to be putting out that says, Happy Halloween. Oh, yeah. See you next year.
Oh, that's nice.
So my kids, so Ben.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Well,
sad but true.
It's fair, and I didn't want them all coming up to the thing and knocking on the door, and then the dog barks, and then we're not have candy. So, but I tried to do the sign, and then my kids looked at it, and they're like, Mom, people are still going to come knock on the door. It's not clear enough. You have to say no candy. And I'm like, well, it says Happy Halloween, see you next year, implying that we're not here this year. She says, no, they're just going to think it's a nice greeting. You have to put on no candy. But then I'm that house that has no candy in the front.
Right.
I don't know if I want to be that house.
I'm wondering, though, what if I just plaster it right on the door, almost like a seal, so they know there's no, you can't break that seal. That seal's not opening.
Well, mine has like a pathway and then steps that you have to walk up, and then everyone would be jammed in the front.
I think the clearest message is just go away. Just
go away.
Okay. And then there's
do not enter. Do not enter.
Confusion.
You guys.
Go away.
No, you're like,
go away.
You're declaring to the neighborhood.
No.
You're declaring to the neighborhood, I am not fun. Go away.
I know.
That's right.
No.
I did donate to the food bank the money we would use for candy. Go away, no candy, I think is what we're supposed to put on the yard now.
It doesn't get much clearer than that.
Go away, no candy.
Right, Kels?
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.